you or the camera?
Yeah.
To you.
Hey everyone, Chris Sawyer here. Welcome back to the Varietal Show. We're having some fun here. I'm at Catelli's, the great restaurant right here in Geyserville. And this is my great friend, Chef Domenica Catelli.
Hi everyone.
So, today, we've been talking a lot about wine over the past few weeks. And yes, we are getting close to harvest, but everyone's got to eat. And when I think about food and I think about Geyserville and just northern Sonoma County, I think about Catelli's. Now, Domenica and I have been friends, very, very dear friends, for a long time. In fact, I was the bartender at her wedding. That makes me feel so great. We've got kids in the back room. We've got the whole thing going on here. But this is the private garden at the facility, at this amazing restaurant. And it's really something right now, Domenica, because here we are in COVID. We've got our masks. We've got them. We're 6 feet apart, and we're making it. But you're able to do it because of this garden area out here.
Yeah, it's crazy. So thanks for being here in our garden, which originally we opened about 5 years ago for an event. So it's a connection to our patio, which was something that we had worked on. 6-month project, took 2 years, but we love it. And then when COVID happened, and we have outside seating, we decided to expand into our garden. So we have these little nooks and places tucked in between our vegetable garden and fruit trees. And we don't serve here at lunch on the weekdays, so you and I can be out here, and I have my nephews running around in the background there. It is a family restaurant since 1936 when my grandparents,
That's okay.
started this. Virginia and Santi Catelli, grandfather came from Italy. And then our dad was born that same year, Richard, and he grew up his whole life up here, and they lived above the restaurant, and which is now our offices, and I spent my life here too, and got the opportunity to be back here. It'll be 10 years. No, it was over 10 years. It was 10 years this March that my brother Nick and I reopened in the original place.
So, you and I got to know her as the chef kind of back in our college days. I'd come to your parties up in Mendocino County when she lived with our great friend Layla. And we would have these crazy parties, and she would put down the food, and I'd be like, this is really good. And I kind of remember many times when I'd be in the kitchen helping you, because I just wanted to smell the smell. I wanted to feel like I was there helping Domenica, the great rising star chef. And you've done some great things. You've got a great book. You've got, you work with Oprah. I mean, Lady Gaga has been here. Lady Gaga has been here. Did you hear that? She has. She's amazing. And this is that's how good this restaurant is. I know it. A lot of people that are local here in Sonoma County know it, and a lot of tourists know it because of great recommendations. So right now we're kind of going into harvest. What's really hot for you right now? What's happening right now on the plates?
Oh my gosh. So this is my favorite time of year because we live in this incredible agricultural area, and the produce is just so vibrant and amazing. And late summer going into early fall is just phenomenal. Tomatoes out of this world. My favorite are sun golds, which I'm about ready to get a few flats. We have Front Porch Farms, which is an incredible farm that's in the Hillsburg area that we're getting a lot from. Bernier Farms, Russian River Farms. I know that I'm forgetting some of you out there, but just incredible local farms. So we've got that coming in today. I've got Heirloom's going to be doing a beautiful caprese on. I've got corn coming in, first of sweet corn. So I'm working on a pasta of the moment with that. So it's going to have some sort of, thing going on with the tomatoes and the corn, and probably a little bit of bacon in there. I'm going to do a vegan version as well, so don't worry for all of you plant-forward people. And also, what else is coming? We've got these insane blackberries coming in, which also we have the fruit makes it over into our cocktail list, so we have some really fun cocktails as well.
Great.
Dry creek peaches, whiskey. There's another one with beautiful cucumbers too. So cucumber gimlet, refreshing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm rambling, but I
Cucumber
love vegetables.
gimlet?
Speak to me too. So I can say I have this idea, but when I get them in front of me, my brain starts like going, like do this, do that, and it just kind of all comes together.
Well, I've ordered for my lunch. I ordered lasagna, and that's one of your signatures. Tell us a little bit about your signature dishes here.
Okay, so growing up, we had ravioli that my grandmother started and would make meat filled, and then sometimes specialty ones, paper thin pasta would melt in your mouth. And then we never had lasagna. I never really thought I liked lasagna. When I lived in Italy, I lived in Bologna and had the opportunity to have real Italian lasagna, which is that same paper thin pasta, hand rolled, melt in your mouth. Ours is 10 layers. It's only, if you haven't been here, it's only about this thick. So you have all this really silky pasta that we layer with Bellwether Farms ricotta and herbs and my organic tomato sauce. And then you could have it with meat sauce or tomato. You're getting a little extra arugula on yours today.
It's making me hungry.
So that is become one of our signature dishes.
And you do meatballs. Meatballs is another one. So tell them,
those made it onto diners, drive-ins, and dives, even though we're none of those, but Guy was really nice too, because my brother worked for him for 14 years, but they became famous through that. So there's this mixture of our house-made pork sausage, beef, there's cheese, garden herbs in there. They're really moist. You can have them on your pasta. You can have them as a slider. Any way you want.
Geyserville has changed, in my opinion. I mean, it's become a very great destination. Obviously, Healdsburg, which is just down below us here, about not even 10 minutes down the freeway, but this is a little small, treasure of Sonoma County. I mean, a lot of people have stopped in here, and I remember as a kid, the freeway used to come through this town, and that's how it used to be on Highway 101, is you'd come through these towns, and they were popular. It kind of was dead there for a while, and then it came back, and this is a great destination. As someone who grew up here, how does it feel?
So for me, Geyserville growing up was like and Healdsburg even. We called Healdsburg Hicksburg, and we couldn't wait to leave because we were just too, young to appreciate what was going on up here. Plus, it has grown, and it in a way that I really love, because we have all of the history and the roots, the natural beauty, but it has elevated, and I think that's exciting because there's been growth, but it hasn't taken away all of the rustic charm that's here. Geyserville's a 2-block town. It's a 1-horse town, but Harry Bosworth's family, who's had the hardware store, they're still there doing a great hat store for a town this small. It's so Italian. We've got 4 restaurants. So I've got my neighbors next door at Diavola, who are incredible. And Geyserville Gun Club, which the bars, because of COVID, can't be open right now, but you can still get some of their bites. We've got Coppola, who came and put such a beautiful property in right up the road, so we're so grateful of that. Geyserville Inn, it's some great breakfast and food. So this little town brings people from all over, and we also have a new brewery that opened right around the corner too. That's food that's incredible. So check that out as well. That's called Corner Project, and they opened right when COVID started. So we've got lots of things happening, and my whole life, when I thought about coming back here, I wanted to see it evolve. So when I got the opportunity to come back here 10 years ago, it's been really exciting to be part of that growth, as well as the fact that I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, that's what happens.
Well,
when you get,
absolutely. I mean, but we're also, remember, kind of in the middle. Besides Coppola, we've also got Silver Oak right up the street, which is an amazing thing. Our great sister, Layla, her husband works there, is kind of the MacGyver for Silver Oak, and all their properties, and so.
Do you know my husband works there now too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the CFO.
Oh, CFO right here for Silver Oak. I did not know that. Now I know. Now you know, everyone. But we've got Dry Creek, the Appalachian right over the hill. This is Alexander Valley, and if we were to look this way, that's due east, and that way is west. So you've got 2 amazing Appalachians right here.
We're in the crossroads of
this is
amazing.
I'll say one thing too about this area is one of my favorite things to do is when I fly up to Portland or Seattle out of Santa Rosa Airport is I fly right over Alexander Valley, and I look down. And this is just farming country. It's not it's not like Napa Valley where you see all these pretty buildings everywhere. Oh God, so pretty. It's more about you're seeing landscape and farms and things other than just grapes. And I think that's a really important thing about Sonoma County. I think it's why this farm to table concept is alive and well here at Catelli's. There's no doubt about that. But even the wine list that Nick puts together and you put together, and these great producers that come in, and the winemakers have dinner here, of course.
Yes.
It's fantastic. What a community we have.
We do, and we actually have a really amazing addition on our team who's helped build out our wine list, which is David Rodriguez, who's our general manager, and he's studied wine and has such an incredible palate. So we really have such a diversity of amazing wines here.
Yeah.
We grew up only having local wines because we're in the heart of it. So I love other, obviously Italian, French, all of that, but we really focus on all of our neighbors who, if we could have every single one on there, we would, but we have an incredible list, I think, from what's around.
Well, this is Catelli's. This is the great Domenica Catelli right here. Great chef Domenica, as I call her. And my soul sister, one of my great sisters. And, when you guys come to Sonoma County, please come and visit them. It's a great place. I'm so happy to have lunch here once again and to have some quality time with great chef Domenica. So
and
good to be
also,
here.
if you are coming, check out, make a reservation. We do have limited seating, and we are 7+ feet apart. For COVID, we really try and make sure that everybody has the space they need to feel safe. So come visit.
Yeah, come visit.
Okay.
Welcome.
I'm
once
hugging
again.
you from inside.
We're hugging.
Yes.
We're hugging.
One day we will be able to again.
That will be really good. But for now, I will eat her food and I will enjoy it immensely. I hope you guys can come and visit too. Thanks once again for joining the amazing The Varietal Show. Thank you once again. Cheers.